Social anxiety, characterized by the fear of being judged. A quick Google search shows 5 to 10% of people experience social anxiety disorder, and it's on the rise. With social media being a huge part of our lives, we care so much about what everyone thinks of us. So much so that we decide to blend in, keep a low profile, don't do anything new, and stay average. Because if you don't, you'll be laughed at. It's embarrassing. What are you doing? It's never gonna work out. Most people have an amazing idea, but never execute it due to these thoughts. And I was one of them. I've always had a passion for making videos. My first video was actually a Plants vs Zombies gameplay, but I mainly did Minecraft videos, which was my first experience with editing, and I used the software Camtasia. It was a free editing software, but the downside was that there's a fat watermark in front of the whole screen, so it literally shows that this whole video is owned by Camtasia, which looked kinda shitty. Eventually I grew up and realized that you can just pirate Premiere Pro for free, so I did just that. Long story short, I kept making videos through video projects in school, started making short form content like TikToks and Reels, all while using my phone's camera to record them, and eventually said, fuck it, let me buy a camera, let me get the real deal. So I splurged on a camera, got a microphone with it, got a tripod, and was ready to record. And then for some reason, I couldn't. All of a sudden, I got this overwhelming fear, this anxiety. Who am I to put a tripod in the middle of the gym with a big clunky camera and talk to myself like a lunatic? I started overthinking everything. People are gonna think I'm a narcissist. People are gonna think that I'm weird. People are gonna yell at me for recording. All these things that I started overthinking eventually became my reality. I can't even count the amount of times that I brought my gear to the gym just to make excuses as to why I can't record. Like, oh, it's too busy, or oh, I'm too rushed for this workout. Or even convincing myself enough that that gym doesn't allow anyone to record, which was almost never the case. I'd only record if I ensured that no one was around. As soon as I saw someone, I put the camera down. And I hated this feeling. I knew the only way to get content is to record yourself and be out there, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'd be sitting in my bed, overthinking, trying to think of a complex solution, trying to figure out how to record without getting caught, without being seen, without feeling that embarrassment, shame, and all these other things, which made me realize something very important. I gotta change. I think I'm gonna make it a challenge to record myself like at least once or twice a week on the camera going to the gym, which is what I'm doing right now. I think if you commit yourself to anything, whether it's small or big, at the end you can reap the benefits from just committing to something, and then later on in life, if you need to commit to something even bigger, you already have that experience of fully committing to something. Because committing to something, especially for a long period of time, is hard regardless what it is, what level it is. First time recording, I absolutely spit some game, but then this didn't last long. I quickly just stopped talking and just listened to my music silently. But regardless, I quickly became comfortable in front of the camera and was excited to record.
Yeah, no, like, I already feel awkward sometimes, like someone just putting me right now, but who cares, bro? See me once, maybe they don't see me again. It's like live life, you know?
And then I proceeded to stay silent shortly after. I got psyched out because I was hyper focused on people watching me with the camera. I don't think I said a single word in the next 2 sets. But right as when I was about to hit the set of 200 pounds, in my head I thought, before anyone comes at me, I know this is bad form, I'm basically humping the air. But I want you to more importantly focus on an interesting conversation that I had after the set. Thank you so much. Kinda. Yo, I had a question for you if you don't mind. You know how people like really get awkward with like having a camera up in like the gym and shit? It's because it feels like kind of awkward and stuff. But I was gonna ask you, like a stranger, like that's seeing it, what do you think about it, like when you see it?
Personally, like, I want to be a content creator, but
yeah,
I thought about the same thing, like people see in my videos, usually over here on the weekdays, it's kind of like packed.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's a good idea to like bring a camera.
I agree, like me too. I was getting scared, like, oh, like what if me putting it here is like going in someone's way or something, right? I thought about that too, but then it's like, I always say to myself, like, I don't care, because like, I'm not gonna let other people around me decide what my life is, right? Because if I want to be a content creator, I'm gonna do that, you know? For me, I just want to know like what you think, because like, I look at strangers, I'm like, oh, they probably think I'm like weird, they probably think they're judging me or some shit, right?
Some people are not comfortable being with someone else's videos.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I understand that. Yeah. That's why I asked you first thing if you're good with it.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah.
What's the TikTok?
I can show it to you. Notice how a stranger that I simply just asked to spot me turned into a really great interaction, and we actually ended up exchanging socials. Now you might be thinking to yourself,
Okay, that went great. What's the issue now?
the issue is that I never went to that gym again. I thought that once I did it once, then that's it. I can easily do it again. But for some reason, I couldn't muster up the courage to go and do it again. Instead, I'd be out late at night alone recording by myself, far away enough from people to see. But just like I was last time, I was still preaching that I gotta get over the fear of judgment, fear of being looked at more. Who cares, bro? It's just life, right? Like, you only live once, you live on your own, and you're not gonna let someone else's fucking thought of you let you control what you want to do. September rolls around and school had just started. I moved into a new apartment which had a 24/7 gym. I thought to myself, now this is perfect. I can record without anyone being around, without feeling uncomfortable. I got in there during the AMs and I was recording and doing my thing. And of course, with my luck, someone shows up. This gym is a lot smaller and it's very quiet, so you can hear everything. But I wasn't gonna repeat what happened last time. It was time to practice what I've preached. But it's tough to beat this level of sweat, bro. Bro, the lighting here is way too good, bro. I'm not even real. It's funny because I've always wondered how it feels to be in front of a camera and looking like a crazy and like talk to myself in front of other people. Like, for me, honestly, like, that's just kind of crazy, but we have to do it because my goal is to inspire people. And how was I supposed to inspire people without recording? This video was supposed to be an introduction to my YouTube channel, but it was very unorganized and I was just rambling. Evidently, this became one of the last videos I've recorded for a while as I started to focus on school. But I never give up. A few months later, I was on a plane going to Cuba for a study abroad trip. I got really lucky somehow and got the best seat in the whole airplane. And I also brought my camera with me, so I thought this was the perfect time to record. I wasn't even booked in for a seat, and then they found me a seat, and all of a sudden I'm getting the captain's seat. It's crazy. It's my first time recording in an airplane talking. It's kind of crazy. But who cares, bro? We don't care what people think. Don't care what people think. And then something really cool happened. Stephanie, right? Stephanie?
Hi, everybody.
We're both going to Cuba.
And we scored ourselves some front row seats here.
Exactly. We got the comfort seats.
Look at this. VIP seating, baby. Check that out.
This was it. This was the turning moment for me. All the fears went away. I finally recorded comfortably in front of people. I had to keep the momentum moving. Fast forward to May, school's done, back home, and I get a membership at Pure Muscle Fitness. This time, with an iron mindset, I remain unfazed. One thing that's like really hard to grasp is, like, I always say it, but it's just so true. Like, stop caring what other people think. Finally, from barely even being able to look and speak to the camera to now having a full-on conversation with myself freely, I finally got rid of this limiting fear. Although I'm not an expert, I learned something very important. You're never going to be comfortable doing something new. You're always going to have some sort of discomfort. But the more you do something, the less that discomfort will affect you over time. I know it sounds cliche and you probably hear it all the time, but you truly have to have belief and conviction in yourself that you can do anything. Because if you don't have yourself, then who's gonna have you? If you have a dream or a passion or something that you want to pursue that you're worried about other people judging you for, please don't let that stop you. Don't let that be your limiting factor. And chances are that people care a lot less than you think they do. If you like this video, please let me know down below. This is one of my first YouTube videos, so let me know what I can improve, what I did good in and what I did bad in. This is definitely not gonna be my last YouTube video. I'm gonna try to keep putting out videos and making good content, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.